Hi everyone, Aspergers 80 from Twitter here, or you can visit me on my website, www.ihaveaspergers.webs.com. I wanted to put up another video about school because it is such a huge topic in my life, basically, living with Asperger's, because as you know, I have Asperger's. I'm 22 and I was diagnosed when I was like in 10th grade, so about 15 or 16 years old, and so this video is going to be more about my high school life, because that's when things really started taking a turn. Ninth grade, when I started ninth grade, I knew like I was struggling, and things just got harder, and then so I just kind of, I barely made it through ninth grade. 10th grade was a disaster. It was basically that was when I was, just being diagnosed. So they still had no idea what was going on, but they were, starting to do at least testing and stuff like that. But basically, I nearly dropped out. I had 1 month where I could not go to school. I mean, I would go to school and then I would come home due to panic attacks. I would have them daily, like a couple times a day. And basically, if you don't know what a panic attack is or what it feels like, it's pretty much just like having, it feels like you're having a heart attack, which I've never had one, a heart attack before, but that's what, people say. I also compare it to basically just, feeling like, you're basically hyperventilating. And it's painful, and it's also very, it's scary, you're feeling very out of control. And basically, I mean, the type of thing where, anything could be happening around you and you really don't care because all you want to do is breathe. And it's a strange, thing to happen, but that's what happened to me. So, and basically, so I would go to school, I would get there, probably have a panic attack right away, or, by, the second, by the second class, I'd be having a panic attack, and I would end up going home in the middle of the day because I couldn't focus because I was so stressed out due to workload or, other people, the motion, everywhere, the sounds, the smells, just overstimulating, and especially the workload, though. It was very difficult. And then, I ended up, basically not going to school almost for like a month. I would like do my schoolwork at home almost because I could not go to school without having a panic attack. So, finally I ended up, doing this special program where, I would go to school for half a day, come home, and finish the rest of my schoolwork at home. And I did that for the rest of the year. And then I ended up transferring after 10th grade. When I went into 11th grade, I transferred over to a smaller school with about 50 kids total, grades 5 through 12. And I graduated with a class of like maybe 12 or 14 kids. So it was a much better school for me, one-on-one attention, and the teachers were very understanding, and there wasn't as much pressure to do the work as there was pressure to learn the material, which is what school I feel should be about. It should be about learning, not working. So basically, I did graduate, and I'm glad that I didn't, have to drop out of school, but it was very close call for me. And then I did try college for about one semester. I started off with 4 classes and ended up dropping 3 of them due to the workload and lack of understanding from teachers. And then I ended up finishing 1 class just because the class structure worked for me and the teacher was good. So, but ever since, I haven't gone back to college just because it was such a bad experience. I do plan on trying to go back eventually, once I really figure out, what I want to do, where to go, and once I have PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, from my school years, and basically, having so much trauma through those years. So I'm still kind of working through that. I do want to try and get back to school eventually, but it's just going to take some time for me. So All right, so that's what I really wanted to get out there about, my high school life and, that whole situation that occurred when, I was actually diagnosed and how I finished my school career. So, all right, again, you can follow me on Twitter at AspergerSadie and visit my website, www.ihaveaspergers.webs.com. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.